So yeah, especially in the parts in which if you work for yourself and you pretty much make the money for you, we were just saying it makes all the sense for you to actually stop and think about your strategy, think about what you're doing, till what point you can improve. Is there something you can improve? Because there's always ways in your work you can get things done in a better way. So you can do some things faster, which allows you to bring out more money. But you can also find ways to earn the same and free time for yourself so you don't have to work as much. And you can find sometimes things to get you to one spot, things to get you to another spot, but strategize what you want to do and what you want to accomplish, and just take an outside perspective on what you're doing, or just hang out with people that are just doing the same. Sometimes those people figured out things you didn't, and then you can just apply their strategies and they can apply your strategies as well, and you can improve both you and your friends work when it comes to either earning more or just optimizing stuff so you don't have to work as much on the time you're spending on your work. One thing that I found very interesting is we have this like work that pretty much the entire time we're just working, and we have the especially in busy cities, you're just used to this pace in which you're working pretty much all the time except when you are on vacations or weekends. But the truth is, like, there's people that can just fly to another country and they're able to work for 1 2 3 months, then go back to their home country and live for the rest of the year without needing to work. And even if they're working on like low salary jobs, they're able to set themselves more freedom for their lives than what we do in our main cities, in which we're just working pretty much all the time except for a couple of days that we have of vacations. So yeah, I mean, even on a long time ago, the slaves used to work less than what most people actually work now, and that kind of makes you think, how slave are you actually, right? If you're working more than like slaves from 50 years ago, I mean, are you really not a slave? You think you're working because you want? Is that really the truth? Do you really want to work? You know, this type of constructive thinking makes you sometimes get better solutions. You may find ways to actually free your life. Like, there's a multiple amount of people that, because they can work in any space, what they do is they just fly to places in which they don't have to spend big amount of money, and then even if they earn the same because they spend way less, ends up being way better for them. They don't have the same expenses there, they have lower expenses. And like, there are some countries in which you can have a pretty good life with money that you make in like United States or Europe or whatever, because it's just low income, a lot lower than what we have, or because the value of the coin they have there is way less valuable than ours, so we have a lot more purchase power on those places. So yeah, always strategize, in your life, what you want to do, where you want to go, set up the goals, things that you accomplish. You should always think about these things. So strategy is important. One thing that I emphasize a lot is like most people are just working pretty much 40 years or even more. So it's like their entire lives of work. They never stop to think, and effectively they're storing money as they're storing what they earn throughout the time, their wealth as money, and money value keeps going down. So it's like if you store for long enough time, like in 10 years, you lose 30% of purchase power if the money is just being devaluing like pretty much 3% per year. So you're just wasting money by stocking your wealth as money, while it could be just putting the money to work for yourself in some investments. And then your own reality actually changes, because while most people are just watching the prices of everything going up, if you have your money invested relative to the money that you have throughout the time, even if the price go up, doesn't go as much as your wealth. So if your wealth keeps going higher, it really doesn't matter if the prices are just going high, but not as fast as your money. So effectively, you're just having more purchase power throughout time. So you keep adding more, and you passively earn more purchase power by having your money invested, instead of actually lose it because you're just storing as cash, and cash value keeps going down pretty much every single year.